What's going on, guys? It's Life of VGC here, and I'm here with my first VGC video, here to walk you through with what I personally think of as one of, if not the best double battle rental team out there this season in VGC. So, the team ID is in the top right, but if you can't read it properly, it's DXS73M. I'm just going to walk you through and show you one or two battles using it. So, first is the Grimmsnarl with the Ghost Terror type, Prankster and Light Clay. So Light Clay means that Light Screen and Reflect last longer, and Misty Terrain can prevent Dragon type moves and Dragon type Pokemon for especially being very good, as they are pretty prevalent in the area. And also Ghost allows pins with Fake Out to not really be used very well. Next we have Iron Hands, who has Quark Drive obviously, and is holding a Citrus Berry with a Grass Terror type, running Drain Punch, Royal Charge, Swords Dance, and Protect. So it's been built bulky, so that it should be able to get one or two Swords Dances off before full-on ramming and attacking the opposing team. Next is Sylveon with the ability Pixelate and the Throat Spray. So Pixelate means that all of its normal type moves become fairy type moves, so they're all stab. And the Throat Spray, those are the words I'm looking for, guys, means that after using a move, it increases its special attack, but only once. And being Fire Terror, running Terror Blast, means that it's able to resist a steel hit and then hit back for super effective hits with Terror Blast. Next is Arcanine, running an intimidating Assault Vest. The Assault Vest increases its special defense, I believe, and it's a Terror Grass type, meaning it has a little bit of resistance against water type moves that are usually super effective against it, and ground type moves that are usually super effective against it. Now, because of the Assault Vest, it runs only attacking move, however it runs Flare Blitz, Snarl, Extreme Speed, and Psychic Fang, which I do think is a really good moveset. Next, you have Gastrodon with Storm Drain and Covered Cloak, same difference, with a Fire type Terror type, which is pretty good because it resists, like, the main weakness for Gastrodon. And it has Storm Drain, meaning it's able to protect Arcanine and Terastallized Sylveon when on the field. However, it also can just completely nullify water type moves completely. Now it's running Earth Power, Muddy Water, Recover, and Protect. It's a bulky, it's a bulky Pokemon. It's bulky, slow. It's the main support Pokemon of the team. However, I do believe Grimmsnarl and Gastrodon, they're the main support characters of the team. Next is Corviknight. Now, Corviknight and Iron Hands are the two win conditions in my knowledge. So, with Iron Hands, Sword Stance, bulky, and with Corviknight, it has the ability Mirror Armor, meaning its stats cannot drop, and if an opponent tries to drop its stats, the opponent gets that effect. I'm not 100% sure what the safety goggles do, but we'll find out, I guess. And with a Dragon Terror type, which resists fire, which is Corviknight's main weakness. Now, it's running Iron Head, Brave Bird, Bulk Up, and Roost, so it's able to bulk up and then Roost to heal itself, and use Brave Bird and Iron Head for a good stab, sometimes super effective damage to just lay waste to the opponent. Now, once again, that team ID to the top right, and let's get into some games. So, I've played a few games with this team. It is a doubles battle team, and I am currently ranked 9, with 9 battles, 6 of them winning, 3 of them losing. However, one of the battles was not using this team, so this team has a pretty good win rate. And yeah, let's just see what we have for the first batch. Sitting here, it's annoying waiting for this. So, Anyway, if you're watching, tell me how you are down below. Just say, how should they? How should they? Tell us down below, and it would, it's nice to say that to people, I guess. Now, an opposing trainer has been found, James, rank 9. So, we can see here that they have a Screamtail, Torkoal, Golden Go, or String Cheese. Rotom is pretty good. They have a Donphan, and they have a Ceruledge. So, with two fairy types, they have one fairy type, however, Screamtail, it's pretty good. And with the Torkoal, I'm thinking to start off with Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl's a great start. And next, I'm going to go with, since it's the biggest since it's the biggest threat in my... Okay, no. I'm going to go with Gastrodon next, because of 3 Pokemon are weak to it. Then in the back, I'm going to bring Iron Hands, and I'm going to bring in Sylveon. Hopefully, in the next match, I'll be able to bring in Arcanine and Corviknight, so I can show you their uses, how they use a situation to use them in, so you guys know how to use this team, how to, just what situations to use them in, what opponents use, and things like that. Now, let's do start off with Great Tusk and a Screamtail, which isn't too bad for us, but also isn't too good. Now, I'm pretty sure Great Tusk and Screamtail... I think Great Tusk is the biggest threat in this exact situation, and it's mainly a physical attacker, so I'm going to start off with Reflect, and I'm going to use Muddy Water, since it hits both of them and does super effective damage against the Donphan, which I see as the largest threat in this situation. Not only because I think it's better, but also because I've fought it less times. Now, let's go with the terrestrialization here. I'm not sure why. I think it could be Terra Ground. Hopefully it is. Ooh, Terrestrial Donphan. Terrestrializing this early either makes you win or makes you lose. Like, it's a risky play that can end either way. However, with Steel, that does mean that he has Stab, super effective against Grimmsnarl, which does not look too good for us. Luckily we did survive and Gastrodon did get off of Muddy Water, however, the Screamtail did avoid the attack. Now, this isn't too bad, since it did do a good amount of damage to Great Tusk, and loaded its accuracy, but going with a Trick Room last with Screamtail means that the order is completely different. However, Prankster means I'll be able to get a Light Screen off, first, and then Screamtail is going to go second. Now, I'm going to use Earth Power with Gastrodon for a super effective stab move against Donphan. And we're going to see what happens. So, I used Earth Power, I was somehow first, and I luckily KO'd Great Tusk. Now, they've used their terrestrialization, that's full on, done, and gone. So, we are in the lead. No matter what happens on the next turn, we are currently in the lead. Now, the Torkoal choice here, I definitely wouldn't do it, because with Drought, it means that we can't do our Water-type moves. However, it does bring out the Photosynthesis in Screamtail, increasing its defense. However, I feel like the best thing to do in this situation is to... I should probably switch Grimmsnarl, because it's on low and it's probably going to get targeted by a Fairy-type move, meaning it's best to switch out into Sylveon in this situation, and I'm going to use Earth Power on Torkoal for some super effective stab damage, and because Drought means that my Water moves do not do as much damage. So the Sylveon is shiny here. The Sylveon and, what's it called? The Sylveon and Corviknight are shiny in this team. Now Solar Beam does unfortunately Oko a Pokemon, however Dazzling Gleam here doesn't do too much damage. Now I'm going to bring out Iron Hands next. The reason I'm going to bring out Iron Hands is because we still have some the things set up, and we do have Protect on Iron Hands. Now they are both probably going to do a what's it called? They're both probably going to do a double target onto Iron Hand, so I'm going to protect with Iron Hand to make sure that... Ooh! Switch into Ceruledge. Okay. Shiny Ceruledge. Okay. And I'm using Protect here, so for the... Here... When it eventually happens, the Fairy type move that Scream Tail is going to use, and here we see the Throat Spray in effect. It boosts Sylveon's special attack, meaning I'm doing more damage next turn, and I just, the Protect here means, I'm protected, however it is a spread move, meaning it hits Sylveon. So this time I'm going to do the same thing with the Hyper Voice, however this time I'm going to Sword Stance. Now I did accidentally make a mistake here. What I meant to do was to Restalize here, so I take neutral damage from the Fairy move, and super effective damage against the Fire move, so that I had a chance to survive. However, I do not think that Iron Hand survives this, and if he doesn't, that unfortunately means that we will probably lose the situation. So, I use Sword Dance here, increasing my attack by 2. As Ceruledge uses Sword Stance here, increases his attack by 2. This is a good situation for me. Hyper Voice, getting Scream Tail down, getting Ceruledge to half. A Dazzling Beam, I survived a Dazzling Beam with a surprising amount. Unfortunately, Twisted Dimensions return to normal, which is bad for me. So I'm going to use another Hyper Voice, which kills the Scream Tail and brings the Ceruledge down to low health. Now I'm going to Protect, to make sure that this Helping Hand was so they can get an Oko on my Iron Hand. However, I use Protect, meaning that the only damage done this turn was me to them. Or not. And then went for a Shadow Sneak against Sylveon. So now Scream Tail's dead, Ceruledge is low, and the only Pokemon that they have left is Torkoal. Now we are currently in the lead, which is good for us. However, it's also not so good for us that 2 of our Pokemon are on very low HP. Now I'm going to obviously use a Hyper Voice here, and I think the only way I can win this is by doing it without Terrestrializing. So I'm going to Drain Punch the Torkoal, so that after all the damage is done, I'm still on a good amount of HP, since I believe I survived one attack. The Citrus Berry heals me up. Ooh. I'm faster than the Torkoal, unfortunately. So I get to fall. Torkoal attacks me. However... Ooh. Okay, it doesn't do too much damage. So... And with the harsh sunlight fading, I think I do have a chance at surviving this. So... What happens next? Bringing Grimmsnarl in. And I'm going to hope that I don't die, since the only moveset they've seen me use is Light Screen and Reflect. They can assume that all I'm going to do is that, and they're going to hopefully focus my damage on the Iron Hand. So I'm going to Spirit Break on Ceruledge, I'm going to Drain Punch Torkoal, hopefully bring my damage up. Now he's using Ally Switch, switching places with the opponent. So I use Spirit Break on Torkoal, which heals him for some reason, and using Drain Punch on Ceruledge. And Eruption is a spread move which doesn't kill Grimmsnarl, luckily. Now my Team's Reflect unfortunately did wear off this turn. However, if I set one up again, I do believe I can save this. Now I'm going to do... Now I think they're going to expect... I think they expect me to Drain Punch their Ceruledge, hoping that they Ally Switch again, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to Drain Punch on Torkoal. Now, we'll see if I got this read right, which I did. They used Bitter Blade on Iron Hands, getting it to 31, healing them. However, my attack on... However, I ate my Citrus Berry, healing me up. And then Drain Punch on Torkoal heals me up enough that I should survive another one. So Torkoal goes down. I heal up to like 110, 116 That's good. I can definitely survive another Wicked Blade here. Now my team Blood Screen did fall, so in case it is a special move, which I don't believe it is. It's not. So I'm going to Spirit Break, hope for enough damage for a wild charge to KO. Okay, and that's where his mistake lies. He went against a dark type Pokemon thinking, oh, it has super effective moves against me, I'm gonna lose if I don't take this out. That's where they're wrong, because a lot of the time it does run a dark type move, however not in this set, meaning I can wild charge, just take some recoil, and just absolutely pummel that through ledge. So that was the first out of 2 battles that I'm going to do here. That was a close battle. Out of everything that could have happened, there are very few situations where that battle could be closer. So now we have to wait for the results to come in. For winning, I get 1,000 life, 1,000 LP. So I'm going to continue battling. Now I'm halfway through rank 9, and I'm waiting for the opposing trainer. Now I've done 9 battles with this so far. I've won 6, lost 3. So after this, I'll see my very, very badly, but very, very rough estimate of my win percentage with this team. Okay, so Murkrow is a big deal. I haven't seen that in a while. However, its prankster ability lets it get up a Tailwind, which is very bad. So I'm going to want to bring in Grimmsnarl here because it is immune to prankster, and also because of its setting up capabilities. So, looking here, I'm thinking about what else I can bring in. I could go for double Gasodon, however, his Brute Bonnet does, like, full-on shine that my Gasodon's in danger. So, in a situation like this, I want to bring a Pokemon with Fire and Dark type moves, because those are the main 2 weaknesses that we have, and luckily, that is Arcanine. Now, I think Corviknight might be of use in this, with Sylveon being a big threat. It might be useful to bring. And I'm going to bring in Iron Hand Blast, since it has never done me wrong, because I can use it well, surprisingly well. So, early into this battle here, we're seeing what they exactly lead with. Now, there are a lot of possibilities, obviously, with picking 2 out of a random 6. No overlap, it's like 30 different possibilities. Now, Sylveon and Gasodon, luckily, we did not call it. We called all be on their team, but we did not call the order of their team. So, Gasodon's a big attack on Arcanine, obviously, so I'm going to have to switch that out. If I have to switch that out to the best thing here to switch out to is Corviknight, because Steel moves being good against Sylveon and being a flying type, so I am immune to Gasodon's ground type moves, mean that I should be good this turn. Now, Hyper Voice, naturally super effective on Grimmsnarl because I'm part Dark type. Now, they are Throat Spray, meaning I do know their entire moveset, which is also bad because I know their entire moveset. Now, I did call Earth Power. Now, I'm going to get a Reflect down. However, unfortunately, we do know that the Sylveon is very likely Terra Fire Fire Blast. So, in the hopes to survive that, because I think it's using the same moveset as us, I'm going to Terrestrialize into a Dragon type and use Bulk Up. Now, either Corviknight's faster or they didn't Terrestrialize. Now, I'm hoping Corviknight's faster because I wanted to call that Terrestrialization so they don't go all Terra Fire on me. But after seeing this, no, and I called very, very wrong. Dragon is weak to Fairy, and they have Pixelate, so in short, I have made a mistake. Sylveon uses Yawn. Now, Corviknight growing drowsy means I don't know what it means. It means I'm going to sleep next turn, obviously, but what else does it mean for my team? So, I think I'm going to keep Grimmsnarl in this turn. I'm going to use the Spear of Blake on the Gastrodon. I'm going to use the Iron Head on Sylveon, as I am faster, super effective at stab and +1, means pretty much guaranteed KO. Okay. Now, I hate coughing, wow. Been holding in for so long. So, Gastrodon using Icy Wind, Corviknight luckily avoids the attack, which is what it was aimed at, and Grimmsnarl doesn't take that much damage, however it does lower my already very low speed. Grimmsnarl has 4 speed EVs, it's not really speedy. Most of it, all but one of its attacks are status moves, meaning that it doesn't need a very high speed. However, it still has a good enough speed that it can outspeed some things, but it can also be pretty fast in Trick Room. So we're waiting for the next choice. Brute Bonnet. Unfortunately, I caught that, and my counter for that's in the back. Depending on what photosynthesis does, it boosts its attack, which the best situation here is to Spirit Break there, and I'm going to keep on spamming Roost so that when I wake up, I heal. So withdrawing Gastrodon means that that side has nothing to do, and it's full on safe. Now going into Arcanine here, getting off the Intimidate, meaning that Arcanine's attack goes down because of Mirror Coat. That's a prime description of what Mirror Coat does. Now, I'm really hoping this is Dark. It's not, it's Fairy, I have not seen that before. Wow. So I went in hoping that it would keep its Dark type, which it obviously did not. And it used Crunch on Corviknight, doing a fair amount of damage. However, now it's defense fell, and Corviknight is still, of course, fast asleep. Obviously, final move, Spirit Break on Brute Bonnet does do a fair amount of damage and knows its special attack, but it isn't really a special attacker. I'm going to keep doing that for the next few turns, hoping that when I Roost, I can heal properly, so I will be able to go and use a good move against Brute Bonnet. Now, switching back into Gastrodon here, switching out just to get an Intimidate off, just to switch back and realizing that Intimidate was a bad option. Honestly, that sounds like something a lot of people should do. Now here, Corviknight's still fast asleep when it's difficult to think, because it depends on if the Brute Bonnet has Terra Blast or not. Now, I'm hoping it doesn't, so I'm going to switch into Iron Hands. However, I do believe that the fact of Iron Hands being, you know, kind of a threat, and also being weak to Gastrodon's ground type moves, I should protect in the situation, and I'm gonna use Roost again, just for the heal. Now Iron Hands use Protect, obviously protecting itself again, not the Crunch, unfortunately. However, probably does against No. Going against Corviknight here for Earth Power, that's something I wouldn't expect. So, it's all a matter of, can Corviknight wake up this turn? Because if it does, it does not. It does not wake up this turn, it is dead. That's unfortunate. So, I might be showing you a loss here, however, obviously, every loss and every win is a learning opportunity. But I sound like a teacher, wow. Earth Power here, doing not much damage. However, obviously, I was scared of the Gastrodon as it is super effective against both of my remaining Pokemon, which does not look good for me. No, it does not. No, Intimidate lowering Brute Bonnet's attack and Gastrodon's attack, meaning that I believe I am safe to... No, I should Drain Punch this turn. I should probably Snarl, No, I shouldn't. I should... I'm going to use Extreme Speed on Gastrodon to ensure it's KO. Extreme Speed cutting its HP in half here. Ooh, Spore, that's unfortunate. I'm Terra Grass, meaning I could have protected myself there, however, I didn't. So, I'm going to say in this situation, I should probably use Extreme. Wow, okay, it is a recovered Gastrodon. I should hit Gastrodon with a good move, because otherwise I lose, and I probably lose anyway. So, oh yeah, I can't terrestrialize. So, I'm gonna just Drain Punch, and I'm gonna Psychic Fangs onto Gastrodon, hoping it does a good amount of damage, which it doesn't do. Now, Iron Hand is asleep, and we are just going through this. Now, I do believe we've lost this, which is unfortunate, but obviously, I'm going to continue until the end of this match. So, when he's Reflect Wall off, meaning I'm probably going to lose either this turn or next turn. I'm going to go for another Extreme Speed on Gastrodon, doing half damage to it, and now Arcanine's dead. Arcanine has fainted, unfortunate, but inevitable at this point. Now, Iron Hands did wake up. This could save our run, however, it is fairly risky. So, how do we win this 2v1 with our opponent knowing Spore? Spoiler alert, it's difficult and requires a very high roll. Now, leading into Arcanine here just makes this a whole lot harder. We're at 0.75 attack. However, Wild Charge is the only way that we survive. With Blue Bonnet knowing Spore, it's an easy way to just put us to sleep and kind of beat us. Now, Iron Hand survives a Flare Blitz, however, does get burned, which makes the situation even worse. We are not very high in attack now at the moment, so that ain't good. So, unfortunately, it is us speed, however, it did fail because I'm burned. It failed. Now, this is very lucky for us. I believe we can get off. We can't get off a Sword Stance. However, if we do get a high enough roll on Drain Punch and don't take too much damage from Flare Blitz, which I don't think is going to happen, which unfortunately it didn't happen. But as you can see, RNG is a lot of this. However, you do also need to read what the opponent is doing with this team. Now, we're going to have one final look at our team. Just to show you the code again if you forgot it, or you can go back into the video now if you want, but I'm going to go to just to show one last recap of the team that we have. So, putting back to then going into rental teams. Now, I do have two rental teams here. This is the one I've used the most, however, this I do incredibly like it. Now, the code DXS73M, very good. It's a final look at the team. So, if you did enjoy this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I hope that you use this team, go out there, get a Master Ball rank, with this team, and just know that you chose to use the team that got you. It's your own reasoning. It's what you do that gets you to Master League. Part of it's the team, but the rest is you. Anyway, that's all for the video today. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed.